أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ever-existing being that has been existing before the existence of existence. When he wanted existence to exist, he created existence and told existence that I wanted to exist. But while you are existing, he said, I shall continue to exist. And it shall come to a time that you shall cease to exist and I shall continue to exist. كل شيء فاني إلا الله باقي كل لا الملك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير. Once again, you are welcome to this auspicious program, Tag the School of Ramadan. Yes, the School of Ramadan with Philosopher King Olayode Abdul Razak, inshallah. All right, what again do we want to learn, or what again are we, teaching today? The School of Ramadan is here to teach us. That is to say, Ramadan has come to teach us. Ramadan has come to train us. Ramadan has come to let us understand some things about our life. So, the School of Ramadan today, what has Ramadan come to teach you and I? What lesson are you gaining in the month of Ramadan? So, today's topic, inshallah, is Ramadan, a month of muhasabah. Ramadan, a month of muhasabah. Muhasabah means self-accountability. So Ramadan, a month of self-accountability. It means that Ramadan has come to teach you and I what we call self-accountability. Yes, muhasabah, as I said, is the action of the heart. Is the action of the heart. It is to evaluate one's action. Do you get it now? And one's behavior of the nafsi, that is the mind. Your inner mind, is muhasabah. When you are evaluating your action and the behavior, the way your minds behave, and then you are also trying to reflect, upon your mistake. You rectify that mistakes and you continue to do good deeds. Did you see what muhasabah do for you? Now, three things. Muhasabah is evaluating your action and that of your mind. Do you get it now? When you now rectify your mistake, you now continue to do good deeds. Three things inside muhasabah. MashaAllah. That is what muhasabah is all about. So now, what is Ramadan now doing? How is Ramadan a muhasabah, a month of muhasabah? You see, our mind, our mind wants things to be easy. It's often go with ease. We like things to be easy, and that's how our mind wants it. But Ramadan fasting train us. Ramadan fasting has come to train us to gain mastering over the heart. They get it now, and also teaches us to do what? To give in, or not to give in to the whims of our hearts. If your heart tells you to do something, and you just follow your heart, this is what Ramadan has come to do. Ramadan has come to say, no, it is not all what the heart says that you give the heart. Like I used to say, there are two types. When they are looking at who is a person, they now say a person is divided into two. We have the upper part and the lower part. The upper part, as I said, is the thinking part, and the lower part is the desiring part. Did you get it now? The desiring part. The lower part is our heart, where the nafsi, the inner self, is there. And everything starts from the heart. Everything starts from the mind. Did you get it now? Everything starts from the heart, it starts from the mind. So it means that if the heart, the mind, which happens to be the desiring part of our body, if it desires a thing, what you need to do is to take that thing to the higher part, which is your brain, which is your thinking part, which is the creed of Islam, which is the thinking part, that is the compass that makes you to know the furqan, that makes you to know the difference between good and bad. So when the desiring part desires a thing, you take it to your thinking part and ask your thinking part that what this desiring part is desiring, should I give him? Do you think that this desiring part desire what what is desiring? La ilaha illallah. If you now allow your desiring part to overcome your thinking part, then they say you are not a person. But if you allow your thinking part to always tell your desiring part that no, this one is wrong, no, Allah said this, you can't do this, no, this is what is supposed to be done in an ideal society. So because you desire to do it does not necessarily make that thing a good action. Did you get it now? So now Ramadan has come to train us to gain that mastery over our heart, gain mastery over our mind, gain mastery over our desires. That is what Ramadan has come to do. Yes, that's what Ramadan has come to do. And now it also teaches us not to give in to the desires of our heart, the desires of our mind. When you desire it, okay, look at you have been fasting now because you're feeling hungry. Now that desiring part says, I want to eat, I want to eat. Then your thinking part tells you that, come, excuse me, I'm fasting. Did you see this? You are in control. Whenever you are in control of your desiring part, you are a person. And that is what Ramadan has come to do. Ramadan has come to let us understand and know that we are humans. Simple. So you need to start evaluating. Evaluate yourself and see how far have you been going. Self-accountability. I said it. Allah or the Prophet ﷺ let us understand, or it was established that you do azibu qabla anta azab. You evaluate yourself before you are evaluated. Today is the 10th of Ramadan. We are entering into the second part of Ramadan. The first 10 is the first part, second is the second 10 is the second part, while the third 10 is the third part. Now we are entering into the second part after today. The question you want to use, how to enter into tomorrow with the second part, is to now start asking yourself, evaluate yourself. Ask yourself, have I lost momentum? Have I lost the grip in which I used to enter into Ramadan? That zeal, that zeal that I used to enter into Ramadan, have I lost it? You know how you entered into Ramadan. You rushed for the first Taraweeh. You rushed for the second Taraweeh. You rushed for the third Taraweeh. Are you still keeping that pace? When Ramadan comes, the first 5-10 days, how do you do your tahajjud? What is the connection between you and Allah? Don't forget that there are two most important decisions that you need to take in life. The first most important decision you need to take in life is the decision to connect with Allah. Yes, it's one of the most important decisions that you need to take in life, to connect with Allah. Because the tree is connected to the ground, and that is what is keeping the tree to stand firm. The fish is connected to the water, and that is why the fish is always living in the water. Remove the fish from the water, what happened to the fish? The fish died. When you also uproot the tree from the ground, what happened to the tree? The tree dies. Man is also connected with Allah. Once you disconnect yourself with Allah, then you are no more. Ramadan has brought us to connect with Allah. Ask yourself, what is your connection with Allah this Ramadan? How far? Give yourself percentage over 10. Give yourself percentage over 10. We have done 10 Ramadan now. Give yourself that percentage. Evaluate yourself. Do muhasabah for yourself. Evaluate yourself. First 10 Ramadan, how did it go? What is the state of your heart? What is the state of your desires? La ilaha illallah. What is your connection? What is your relationship with the Quran? The Quran was revealed in this month. If you want to enjoy this month very well, you have to marry the Quran. Yes, marry the Quran, connect with the Quran, understand the Quran, apply the Quran in your life. And that is what Ramadan has come to do. And now it is a month of muhasaba, a month of self-accountability, and you must start accounting for your action right now. So for instance, ask yourself, evaluate. Then you understand where next to go. As we explain what muhasaba is what? Is evaluate your action, that is your physical action, and the behavior of your nafsi, that is your inner mind. The behavior of your what? Your nafsi. You evaluate it. Then you now rectify your mistakes. As soon as you finish rectifying your mistake, you continue your good deeds anymore. You continue with your good deeds. This is what it is. So Ramadan has come to teach us muhasaba. It has come to teach us self-accountability. And in that, if you now train your mind, you train your mind, you teach your mind how to do what? How to understand some desires that are not meant for you to desire. Or even when you desire it, you don't give it to it. You don't give in to it. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Ask yourself, how far? Ask yourself, have you controlled your tongue well this Ramadan? Have you really controlled your tongue well this Ramadan? Or is just still the same thing? There is no difference between Ramadan, the month of Ramadan, and other months for you. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Ramadan is a month of muhasaba. It is the month where you do self-evaluation. Self-evaluation, yes. Self-mastering of your heart. Self-mastering of your personality. Sometimes you do a thing and you keep asking yourself, am I the one that did this? La ilaha illallah. You don't even know yourself. So self-mastering of yourself, self-mastering of your desires, self-mastering of the way your heart works, your mind works, self-mastering of how you often give in to your desires. It's not everything that the mind wants that you give to the mind. You have to discipline the mind. The mind wants you to discipline him. And if you don't discipline the mind, this is how the mind will continue going. This is how the mind will continue moving. The mind just wants itself to be ease, to go with ease. And if you start letting it go like that, then automatically you are not working. You are not working. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has let us understand that this mind, this iman, when he says, he talked about accountability, when he says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, taqullaha wal tanzuru nafsun man qaddamat al-ghadi, wa taqullaha innallaha abiru biman ta'malun. You see, this ayah teaches us, it teaches us that we are to be worthy of our iman. We have to adorn ourselves with taqwa in private and in public. Similarly, we have to hold ourselves accountable of what we do in this world and what the consequence of our action will have in the hereafter. We have to. This is what the ayah is saying. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, oh you will believe. Allah said, Taqullaha, fear me, be mindful of Allah. Wal tanzuru nafusun man qaddamatul godi, and let every soul be careful, consider or be careful or consider what he has sent forth for tomorrow. What are you sending forth? And fear Allah. Certainly Allah is aware of all you do. Allah is aware of all you do. So let's try as much as possible to evaluate ourselves as we are going into the second 10 days of Ramadan. Evaluate yourself over 10. The first 10 days that we are in, how far have you gone? Ask yourself, how far have you controlled your tongue? How far have you controlled your heart? How far have you controlled your legs? How far have you controlled your eyes? I saw on social media this morning, somebody is saying, yes, that my eyes, I try to lower my gaze, but onion keep entering into my eyes. La ilaha illallah. Did you get this now? Onions keep entering into my eyes. How far have you gone to lower your gaze this month? Evaluate yourself before you are evaluated. Adhibu qabla anta azab. Evaluate yourself before you are evaluated. So you should try as much as possible. Look at the activities that we do during Ramadan. Evaluate yourself and know how to treat your heart, know how to treat your mind, know how to treat your desires, so that your desire don't overcome your thinking part. Because if it does, it has been classified that you are not human. So you have to prove that you are human by controlling your desire. Don't let that your desire controls you. No. If it does, then automatically you are not. So learning how to do this is what Ramadan has come to teach you and I. Learning how to hold on to a desire that is not desirable, to a thought that is not worth going into an action, to an habit that you don't need to display. And this has come to also teach us in private and in public, mashallah. Yes, you can be inside the house, only you. You will not still break the fast now. Abi, you won't break the fast. It tells you that you know quite right, even in private, you know Allah sees you. It is that act, it is that training, it is that teaching that we need in all other aspects of our life, private and public. When you know that Allah sees you anywhere you are, you will control that desire that says you should corrupt. You should control that desire that says you should steal. You should control that desire that says you should humanize. You should control that desire that says you should do something wrong to your fellow Muslim, or to your fellow brother, or to your fellow neighbor, or to your fellow human around you. That desire that comes. La ilaha illallah. Indeed, those people that knows how to control their desires, what did Allah say about them? You just go and read about nafsi. There are different types of nafsi. We have nafsi lawama, we have nafsi amara to su'i, and we have al-nafsi al-mutma'inna. You see, this nafs al-mutma'inna is when Allah is giving those people glad tidings. It gives them glad tidings that you that knows how to control your nafsi, you know you have this nafsi, you control it to always do good for you. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. So let's try as much as possible. Ramadan has come to teach us that. If it's not teaching you, then you have to be attentive. You have to sit down in the school of Ramadan. You have to sit down in the class of Ramadan. You have to listen to the teacher Ramadan. And when you are listening to the teacher Ramadan, what is teaching you is train your heart. What is teaching you is curb that heart that is commanding you. That is a nafsil amara to su'i. That mind that is commanding you towards doing evil. That mind that is commanding you to do bad things. That mind that is commanding you to say something wrong. That mind that is commanding you to see something and still hold on to it and say yes, you are seeing, and you are laughing inside the fa'uz billahi min zalik while you are seeing something wrong. Did you get it now? So you have to sit down. You have to go to school. You have to go to the school of Ramadan. You have to sit down in this class of Ramadan, and you have to listen to your teacher Ramadan. That is what the teacher is teaching you. That is what is teaching you. How to make yourself accountable. Then the first thing that you will do, if you want to know what the teacher is teaching you, first thing is make sure your obligatory actions, the fardu of the deen, you hold on to them. The fardu of the deen. Make sure you fulfill all your deeds, all your fardu, all the obligations that Allah has laid down that you should follow. Allah has said so many things. Say your salat, you still miss salat inside Ramadan. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Pray salat. Do lot of nafila. Take care of the obligatory ones. Actions. Those are the actions, the obligatory action. Then the next one that you take care of, the forbidden acts. forbidden act. There are so many things that are being that are forbidden. So many things that are forbidden. Reflect upon your sins. Show sincere repentance and regrets on it. And resolve not to what? Repeat such sins again. Where possible, you should try. You should try and amend some things. Insult, the way you talk. Insult. Stop insulting people around. Stop bullying people around. Don't stop talking down on people around. Apologize. Apologize when you make wrong. Apologize. Call somebody and say, I'm sorry for what I did to you. I'm really very sorry. I don't mean it that way. I'm very, very sorry. And inshallah, I'm not going to do that again. This is what is needed from you. Those are the acts, the forbidden act. You stop them and you apologize. You regret doing that. Then the next one, intention. Whatever you are doing, see, it is not by accident that the first hadith of An-Nawawi has to talk about intention. Innamal amalu binniyya wa innamal likulli amrin man nawwa wa man kanat ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasulihi fa ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasulihi wa man kanat ijratuhu lidunya yusibuha aw imra'atu yankihuha fa ijratuhu illa man ajara ilayhi. It is not by accident that first hadith, it is not by accident, because your intention, precedes your action. Your intention precedes your action. So you need, this Ramadan, you need to take good care of your intention. That act you are doing, are you doing it limadi innas? Are you doing because you want people to praise you? Look at that, your intention very well. Look at that intention very well. Are you fasting because you want people to know that you have grown up and you are fasting? Take care of that intention very well. Are you giving, food for a fasting person to break his fast, and you are doing it, you are doing riyah on it, like you are being doing show off on it? Take care of that intention. Those are things that reduces, it reduces your fast. It reduces it. So you must take care of your intention very well. Intention precedes action. So most times Allah doesn't look at the action. Allah looks more of the intention. Why do you do what you do? Are you doing it limadi innas? Anyone, woman cannot ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasuli. Anybody that does any action because of Allah and His Messenger, fa ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasuli. His reward is going to be for Allah. His reward is going to be for Allah and His Messenger. Woman cannot ijratuhu li dunya. And anybody that does any act because of worldly gain, because of the worldly gain that he will gain, worldly praise that he will be praised, worldly hailing that he will be hailed, yusibuha, he will surely be hailed, and that is his reward. Did you get this? And that is his reward. Fa ijratuhu illa man ajara ilayhi. Judgment are going to be judged according to intention. So you see, when you evaluate yourself and see the intention that you use to do whatever you are doing, then that intention, qualifies the action. It is not the action that qualifies the intention. And that is why you need to keep asking Allah. Ask for astaghfirullah. Clear your mind. Clear your heart. Tell your decision. Fight your decision. Decisions are meant to be fight. You need to fight your decisions. Fight your heart. Fight your nafsi. If you don't fight your heart, you don't fight your nafsi, you don't fight your decision will just keep being your oga all the time. So they say the heart or the mind is just like your business partner. If you don't hold him or her accountable, the person will spend your money. Yes, it will spend your money. To spend your money, you just look at nothing is happening because it's not hold accountable. So you must try as much as possible to hold your nafsi accountable. So self-accountability, self-evaluation, self-mastering of the heart is very, very important. And this is what Ramadan has come to teach you and I. Then the next one you need to look at is little distractions here and there. Little distractions here and there. La ilaha illallah. You know, when distraction comes, you know what the first thing that comes is, this is just a small sin now. This is a small sin. Distraction. And that distraction can come again and say, there are different thoughts of the ulamas. You know, there are different school of thought on this thing. So it's so simple. This is what the thought, the distraction will tell you. Your distraction will tell you all this. But try as much as possible. You know how to break all those distractions? Is zikr. فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Did you see that? It's zikr. You know, it's remembrance of Allah. Remember Allah all the day, all the time. Remember Allah in the morning, the afternoon, in the night. Remember Allah. When you say فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, it is best. It is going to be successful, make you successful. It's going to be beneficial for you. So, lot of dhikr is very, very important. Sometimes you see some sheikh hold the rosary, the tasbih. You know, they hold the tasbih. They keep doing the tasbih. They are doing that zikr. Some people will do the zikr just will just be lisan. They just do it with their mouth, you know. But the best of zikr is the zikr that you say, you know. You connect the zikr with your heart. You connect the zikr with your thinking faculty. You connect the zikr with things that are around you. La ilaha illallah. You must connect that zikr. The zikr will be working inside you. You know, when you are saying La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, you will take it to your heart, take it to your thinking faculty, and say there is no any other God worthy of worship except Allah, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu is his messenger. You are confirming that, you know, you are claiming that, you know, you are using your face, even your expression to say it. You are using your action, you know, to say it. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. It's not the one you just be saying La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Or you just be saying it in your mind. You know, sometimes I like it when you do zikr, you know, and you are able to speak out. When you are speaking out, you are not just saying it inside your mind. You are saying it out and you are connecting it. And you are seeing things, you are seeing the trees that are around you. You know, you are thinking of even the hair on your head. You know, that look at this hair. You know, imagine this hair. When it is being cut off, another one will grow. But look, just remove the skin of the head and see whether there are a lot of hair gathered inside there that is coming out from. When you plant maize, if the maize is growing, automatically there is a maize underground. When you pull it off, you see that one that was planted there. Is that not so? But your hair isn't like that. La ilaha illallah. There is no any other God worthy of worship except Allah. For that reason. Or you want to look at your finger. Look at your finger the way it grows. Look at your finger the way it grows. If you will look at it towards the hand, you know, your nails, sorry, before you grow, look at it towards the hand, and you see that there are no nails inside the hand that kept coming out when you cut it off. Then another area where you need to say La ilaha illallah. This is when you connect zikr, you know, with happenings around you, with happenings inside you, with happenings in the environment. And when you do that, you are equally taking off distraction away from you, and that is what Ramadan has come to teach you. May Allah make it easy for each and every one of us. Let's try as much as possible to evaluate ourselves. Let's try as much as possible to be self-accountable to our actions. Let's try as much as possible to have self-mastering of our behaviors and our action. May Allah make it easy for us, inshallah. If you are not in the school of Ramadan, make sure you go to the school of Ramadan, make sure you attend the classes of the school of Ramadan, and make sure you listen to your teacher Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I still remain yours, Olajode Abdul Razak, aka Philosopher King. Assalamu alaikum.
In Qadir, Allah is Ghafoor, Allah is Rahim, Allah is the one who loves the Muhsinin. He is our creator, He is our sustainer, and He is the one who has power over all. Give thanks to Allah for the moon and the stars.